Hello everybody, I'm here with the phenomenal Rae Morris and we are going to do a little makeup masterclass. This is our kind of first step in taking a tired face and giving it some life after.
And then I'll do yours.
Lovely.
So step number one, I'm going to take your, we're going to do the foundation actually after. So what I'm going to start with though, so do eyes first. I'm just going to take a bit of the under eye BFF and just get this inner corner. You love this as well, I've seen you do this. So just get that inner corner done.
And do you do that, Rae? Because I love to clean up onto my eyes first. Some makeup artists, when they're using powders, don't, because the powders drop. So what I love about ours. But I think also, like if I'm doing somebody else's face or doing my own, I want my eyes to look untired and fresh before I start making them up. Otherwise, I'll put the wrong colours on.
Yes, absolutely. You brought a really good point up. It's like neutralising all the colours first. So when you do use a colour, it comes to life.
Okay.
Because around your eye, you've got blues, you've got reds, and it just can distract. So if you clean it first, whatever you do on your eyes, it'll be true to colour, and you'll see it exactly.
I get that. 100% now. Does it make sense to you, Nisha? Yeah, 100%.
Get rid of the blue red first.
And also the way people describe their under eye, like a lot of people say to me, I have dark circles, but some people have a blue tinged dark circle, some people have a sort of grey tinged dark circle, and you're right, that can really affect and impact what colour you think should go on the top of your eye.
And then you also will stay away from those amazing burgundy colours that we love because it brings it out, or you might stay away from the blues.
Oh, I love a burgundy colour.
So do I.
You see, I kind of think, like with your colour wheel that you do, I think, you know, what we do is we look at a skin, hair and eye, and we think to ourselves, okay, if I clean up under the eye, which I love your idea of, I still will look at somebody and think, with that green eye and the cool skin tone and the black hair, that strength, that burgundy colour would be exquisite. But if there's a red tinge around the eye, I want to get rid of it first. It's like when we have a rosacea skin tone, it's exactly the same thing.
Exactly.
And you want to remove the rosacea and then put the eye, put that blush where it looks best.
Exactly. So just do, look, you can do it last, but I like to do it first. So I'm only be putting it in the corner of the eye at the moment and this outer corner. And the other reason we want to lighten this area, because when we get old, that sinks in.
I know, I mean, that goes down as a line and also it creates a shadow.
Absolutely. And just a really good tip, if you've got beautiful lashes and a strong brow, just be, what I always say, you've got perfect lashes on there, but girls who like to wear really heavy lashes, be careful if you're going out during the day between 10 and 2, you'll create big umbrellas under your eyes. See, I love your lashes, you've got beautiful space, and that's what's really important, always have space. Okay, so we just do that little light in there, I'm going to do the top eye only. I'm going to start with the matter colour, because, is that right, Trinny? Because you're wearing I instinctively
I'm always going to be in shimmer generally, but I think it's interesting that when I've got a lot of shimmer on, I don't do so much shimmer on my eye either.
I like the contrast. I'm going to even make your skin more velvety, so it actually makes the shimmer.
Velvet would be good because at the moment it feels like a rough bit of concrete. So anything like that sounds fantastic.
That's really funny.
I'm feeling gaga today.
It's something I always like velvety skin too. If you get a bit of like acne, really shiny skin, I like to make the skin look good. So this is wisdom, perfect word. Now here's a great trick. Turn the brush upside down. So come like this, look down. Now what I love about this trick, just imagine a V shape. And the good thing about keeping brushes upside down, it keeps all the intensity to the lash line. Look at this, ladies, no fallout, no annoying eyeshadow.
Such a good trick.
And then you're just going to extend it out about a third. Now the great thing with this, if you make a mistake or you get really confused in this outer eye area, we're going to clean the shape up after. So it's really simple. Upside down, look straight into the camera for me. And all I want you to remember this line, ladies, if you want to lift, or gentlemen, corner of the nose, corner of the eye, and just imagine that line. So all you're going to do, and do it with your eye open, follow that shape, and any bit of skin that you don't like, we're going to knock it back. What you don't like, ladies, you darken. Don't shimmer this part of the skin right there. You want to matte that down. That's why this colour's, it's like I call it like the eye contour colour.
Yeah, it is exactly that. And wisdom works for many different, I mean, the darker wisdom for women might be faith. You know, once you get to a dark caramel skin tone.
Straight ahead. And just to make sure you've got that perfect shape, I'm actually using, your foundation today is Amelia,
Yep.
but I'm actually doing a bit of trench on.
Okay.
So if you look into that camera, corner of the nose, corner of the eye, and any colour, look straight into that camera for me, corner of the nose, corner, any colour that's accidentally gone below that line. I'm going to go a bit heavy there, ladies, so you can see what I'm doing. See how I'm just cleaning it up? So that means if you're using your finger or you're being really quick with your eye, you think, oh, have I got this shape right? Don't worry. Because you can come and do this like an eraser at the end. Or you can even take this a cotton, what do you call them?
Cotton bud.
Cotton bud, cotton Q-tip.
But it's interesting because, I mean, everyone loves to have one foundation shade, but I would say Trintron's my true shade, but when I'm doing TV and stuff, you're noticing you feel it's a bit pale, and I've caught a tiny bit of Australian sun, so I'm in Amelia. But then we're using two different shades, not because I'm in between shades, but because you want to play with light and dark on my face more.
And I'll always, even now that you're a little bit Amelia, I'll still use Trintron just in areas like here to lighten, sometimes in here. Because
where the chin gets dark.
We get a bit here,
Well, our chin keeps growing, so it does like do the witch's brew. I mean,
I don't even know a Dr. Tom, that's what
it meets
we
the
meet.
chin of the nose, we meet.
That's something really interesting too. I really love studying where the face ages.
Because Rae works a lot with plastic surgeons to
Yes.
educate them on face shapes, because we've discussed, Rae and I endlessly discuss how when we're looking at people doing cosmetic procedures, that for a doctor to understand what it takes to make up and shade a face helps him have a better understanding of not overfilling a woman's face if she's lost volume, or just actually keeping to the shape of that woman's face when she was slightly younger. And subtlety. And I think we've gone past that era of mad filler and, you know, and kind of totally changing the shape of the face.
Because sometimes too, like there is a heavier male dominance area in the cosmetic world.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah, and I believe all doctors, and this is another reason why I did study
You're
online.
close enough, Misha. I don't mind you getting closer. I don't mind being old and haggard, but just for people to see close up how Rae is doing it.
Just taking anything out from underneath. It gives you that ponytail lift. But I believe doctors, especially a lot of the male doctors who haven't got a big understanding of makeup, should be makeup artists first. And also I say to ladies, whenever they get any filler, check your face side on.
Yes, so it's not protruding in a weird way.
Yeah, subtleties. You know what else I've just learnt recently, that these really young girls getting a lot of fillers before their face stops growing can affect
scary.
development. Yeah, it's great, but we've got to always take caution. Subtleties, ladies. Can I tell you my favourite thing?
Yes.
It's actually a lot to do with makeup. My favourite thing I ever heard a plastic surgeon say to a room of plastic surgeons, he was like one of the gods of surgery, and a surgeon said, if you had one trick, one tool to make someone look younger, what would it be? Would it be a facelift laser? He said, I would never chase the lines, I would even out her skin tone. And he had this woman, it's foundation. It's what we can do as makeup artists every day. It's the most anti-aging thing.
But it's also, it's evening out skin tone, Rae, without making yourself a flat mask. And I think there's such a balance in, you know, there's been, from women who maybe started applying their foundation in the 80s and they did a thick layer just to give them that security blanket. And then a few years later, they're looking and they're thinking, my skin's fine, but in fact, is this overemphasizing the age on my face? And younger girls, we discuss this a lot, bad skin in their teens, 20s it gets better, still that full, even skin tone, which has gone over the barometer of just giving you that wonderful healthiness, because it's all even, to a mask of flatness, you know, and cakiness. So I think there is a balance in how you apply your foundation and how it becomes a part of your skin and doesn't sit on top of your skin.
And you said the right word, skin. It has to look like skin, always, always, always. Don't look at me.
So what are you doing now?
I'm actually just adding a beautiful bit of desire, and all I'm doing is just to give it a bit more lift. I'm just darkening this outer corner. And a lot of times when you do makeup, a lot of women, when I watch them, they'll do the dark stuff and
the whole eye.
and they've got to blend it forever. Just go light, bigger brush, slightly darker, smaller brush, darkest, tiniest brush. You're actually reversing it, so then you end up blended. If you do the bigger, softer colours first, your blending is done. The hardest part is done. And just this little outer corner using a really tiny little point. These have got point technology.
This is, I mean, I love our tea kit, I have to say this. It's very difficult to have a brush conversation with Rae, because Rae is, it's not difficult at all. Rae is the queen of brush design, because I think that...
I will claim that one, yes.
Yeah, I would say, because Rae has worked for 20 plus years with Japanese masters who, you know, the best brushes in the world come from Japan. And so I remember when I very first met Rae and I left, and she gave me this brush set of like $3,000 of brushes, like 30 brushes. And I still use today about 5 of those brushes, and not one bristle hair came out. The texture was incredible. So for me, you know, Trinny London I launched so that you wouldn't have to use any brushes. But there are many women who have a love of using brushes on their face. And in a way, our makeup masterclass with Rae are about those women who love brushes and love blending with brushes, and how well our products will work with every single amazing brush you could ever wish for.
Well, they're made for cream. We've just launched the world's first synthetic hair with a cuticle. It's more expensive than mink, so it's a patented hair. And there's only, in Japan, there's only been 40 Masters of Craft ever awarded in Japan's history, and we have the last Master of Craft at the live in the world doing our brushes. It's amazing.
I love that. I mean, it's, you know, you're a perfectionist, and it shows in your work.
Well, calligraphy brush takes 70 steps to make one brush, and makeup can take 10 to 15. Mine start at 72. So what that means is 2 to 3 strokes, brush down, blending. So I'm just giving it a little bit of shine. I'm going to mix 2 colours.
You're doing a bit of sun?
Yes. Yeah. Is this a lip product? That's okay.
No. Sun you use a lot and you pick up a lot, and some days you think it's a highlighter, and some days you think it's an eye shade, and now you just think it's a lip. And I think even though the formulation is an eye-to-eye formulation, I've loved using sun as a highlighter.
I've used it all over. I use it all over girls.
Yeah, it's just an incredible, and I think these things with a brush buff up to be a different colour and a different texture in a way, because you're kind of really getting a lot of the oil of the skin on it, so it just gives this lovely little shimmer.
Now I know that eye looks like very simple, but that's kind of it today. So I'm just going to now show you, once I just lift the lash, I've just done a creamy white pencil inside, but what frames the eye is a really soft brow and a beautiful skin and a hint of cheek.
Yeah, cheek is going to be the big one here.
Yeah, because you can still feel a bit naked even with the most beautiful eye. It's like not wearing shoes. That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
What you dress on when you have shoes on. You know what I love about this too? Because it's sunscreen, where women cop a battery, especially when we drive cars, is here.
Yes,
so
just where it hits in.
Yeah. So polish it down there. It'll say because you're getting the sunscreen.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Yeah, because a lot of women open the side of their car if you live in Australia, and you get that, you know, you just don't realise that you're going to get the pigmentation on that side of your face more. And you're going up again, this continual up movement, which I find really interesting.
So nose corner up, think of the tight ponytail. And it's just that thing. I'm going a little bit heavier so you can see that what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I just always do it. So even if you think you've got the shape, it's very hard to get that line if you've got a bit of a heavy eyelid.
Yeah.
So this is what just helps. So
and I am really developing that heavy eyelid, so it's great, this technique.
Just take that off.
And you're using light medium or light?
This is actually Trintron.
Are you using Trintron?
Yeah, because I like that hint of lightness in an area where we can tend to sink.
Yeah.
So if you do like a shade light, it's perfect. And then this is Trintron now. So just any little areas, like just in here, I want to lighten this a little bit more. This part of it, we get quite flat through here.
Yeah, we do. We've got 2 foundations that if you have a slightly paler skin, Lily and Yas are actually developed for people who have redness in their skin, but a paler skin. And it will help in itself, those 2 foundation shades, to kind of reduce the redness. But BFF has in it extract of porcelain flower, which is a tube, and when that sort of turns the colour of your skin, releasing the pigment, it does reduce redness a little bit. And then you just go over the bits that feel red still with a bit of foundation, instead of putting the foundation everywhere.
The foundation covers redness beautifully. You don't always
and it covers everything.
It does, and you don't look covered, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because when you look covered, I always think, what are you hiding under there?
That's so true.
Does that make
sense?
I
know exactly
what
you mean.
What have you got?
Yeah, what are you hiding?
Yeah.
It's funny how subconsciously we think of things when we look at a woman's face.
I'm only doing a hint of contour, but I'm doing it back. I'm not taking it all the way across.
So let's talk contour because you're using Kate.
Yes.
And I think that for some people contour is scary, and it's about how, and it should be. I love Rae, straight to the point. It should be, because you can get it so wrong.
Yes.
So what's your? I know my feeling around how you apply and whatever, but you know, because our contour is a weird grey colour, and
but it's good. It's a shadow, though. It's what it should be. Yeah.
So give me your tricks for contour.
Okay. First of all, a cheekbone, a contour should look like a shadow. That's why I like the colour. It's grey. So a shadow that goes under your cheek. So imagine a line from the corner of your mouth to the top of your ear, and imagine a triangle that's a centimetre that goes to nothing. And the reason a contour, when you do it, has to go to like a V, if it doesn't go to nothing, you end up with holes here. How do we age? We get holes here. So corner of the mouth, top of the ear, you start right back. I'll show you a dummy's way, where you put, there's a cheekbone brush, you put the product just on the tip, you come right back to the ear, because it must start there, ladies, and corner of the mouth, top of the ear, and you do 2 to 3 strokes, and this brush will blend it to nothing and make that disappear to a point. Now, there's 2 ways to contour. If you have a full face and you contour yourself, you can make your cheeks bigger, because you can actually make your cheeks bigger. So there's another way to contour and slim, and what that looks like is you shade in here, then take the same color and you flip it up and around. And in a photo, you'll not only get a cheekbone, but it'll pull you in and give that beautiful, more round, smaller face. And just in doubt, ladies, if you're like me, where you're a bit
anyway, and you don't really need it.
But I do want cheekbone.
But then why would you use it?
Okay,
it's interesting.
Because if you're a little bit longer on the face and a bit here, but we want lift, this is the only time I change that rule. So instead of that line, I actually trick it and bring it slightly forward. And what it does, it pulls the face forward and lifts the cheeks, which then makes blush placement essential. This is my most important
because then if you have this
thing.
Without blush, you're buggered.
And it's where you put the blush.
Do you have Miracle Bladder yet?
Yes, and I've done that around your lips while you were talking.
Have?
Yes, I did. I just sneak it in there.
That is such a kind yet facetious. It was just perfect, wasn't it? It was like, it killed me in one.
Yeah, I didn't even know I did it.
Back in your bloody box.
Now, ladies, really, whether you contour or not, blush. We're going to have a bit of a chat. If you make your cheeks too big with blush, you're lucky because you're slim. But if you're worried about, you want to look slimmer, not everyone does, make your blush smaller and higher in placement. Because bigger blush can make a bigger face. And when we're young, our cheeks sit, corner of the mouth, top of the ear, our cheeks will always sit above that line. When we get older, they go bottom low. Here's the cruncher. The cruncher. This will help drive this home. You're sitting at home and you naturally, or you've contoured the most perfect cheekbone. You've already got it. Why would you then get blush and go above the contour and then below it? You'd never do that. You'd only ever go above the line. So to keep youthfulness, blush, try and keep it corner of the mouth, top of the ear, always above.
Yeah, I think you taught me to get it really close to the eye.
Yes. Look at the way that the Japanese do it too. Nice, so high.
Yeah.
So high and youthful. And the other, can I tell you the only problem that I do see with blush? If you're using a matte bronzer and you do that big smile and the big round cheek. So a shimmer blush. This is really important. With shimmer goes lighter in the light, darker in the shade. If you've got a cheek that's doing this and you're putting a big bronzy in a light, beautiful. But guess what? You've just done? You've given yourself 2 shadows
underneath.
So just keep it above that line. Use whatever you want, then it'll be beautiful. Keep it easy. I love this colour. It looks like skin.
Which one are you using, Electra or Schmuggy?
Is that how you say it?
Are you saying Schmuggy?
I'm dyslexic, so
no, that's fine. This is named after a friend of mine called Tanya Breyer, and she's she has a great show on CNBC.
I love that.
And she's an interviewer, journalist.
I always find with your face, I put more blush than I think.
Yeah, you do, because it eats blush.
Yeah, it does.
It does eat blush, and also my face comes alive. So especially when I have a dark eye on, and I might have been looking quite tired up to now, and that blush just changes much more than a bronzer would do to my face, because I am blue-eyed, and it just brings, it immediately makes me wake up.
And you'll notice I'm not letting her smile when she puts blush. Don't smile. Because if
when you stop smiling, it drops.
And you give yourself lines.
Yeah.
So if you go like that and smile, you actually can give yourself little wrinkles.
So if one cheekbone is lower, and that could be for many different reasons, I think it's similar to when you have one breast bigger than another. So when you have, you know, a lot of women have the breast that's bigger over the heart, and then I always say lift the bra strap higher on the other one. And I think in a way, Rae's technique that she was saying about being above the cheekbone, you've got to see which one feels lower, and maybe on the side where it feels lower, put the blusher even higher, Rae. Yeah.
And that contour line will help even them out too.
Yeah, and maybe cheating the contour line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With symmetry, it's always something to balance from a distance. So
Not too
from a
close
distance,
up. Yeah, I agree. Yes. Because I think we can look too close in the mirror, and it will distort our face even more. It's like looking really close up in an Apple iPhone. I look very long-faced, and it distorts my face. You see my face a lot more distorted than normal, and it's just the same with clothing. You know, we tend to look in the mirror close up and go, oh, don't like that part of my body, or look down. It's always good to take 2 steps back on anything and look at yourself just as other people would look at you, and they don't go straight to an area you do. They just look at the whole of you.
I always go for Eugenia on you, but you want something brighter, don't you?
No, I can do Eugenia, but you can do Eugenia and Lila mix, which is what we love
Why
doing.
do I love this mix? Why do I
Well,
do
because
this?
we love this mix, and we just made a new one coming out next year called Bella, which is that mix. You heard it here, ladies.
If you're missing the lip pigment, a colour like Eugenia is very, depending on the colour, get a lipstick that matches your natural lip colour. The good thing about lip, it's actually easy to help because lip pencils are things that cover really well.
Yeah.
But let a logo shine through. Like, I don't hide things like that.
Sometimes just go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never about hiding. I love scars. I think I'm not about covering. Freckles I don't cover.
Yeah.
But vitiligo is kind of easy because you just get one pencil to match your skin colour.
And one to match your lip colour.
Yeah. And a really good thing, I think you taught me this, I don't know, I think it's about nude lips, and I've never forgotten it. A good nude lip means not faux lip. Nude lip is the colour between your natural lip colour and your skin tone. And ladies, when you test a lip colour, don't do it on the back of your hand, do it on your fingertip. It's the same blue-red undertone as your lip.
That I don't know. That I didn't teach you. I love that. I always feel never go more than a shade lighter than your pigment.
Yep. Because you want to have no lip.
Yeah,
You look
and then it looks a little washed out and weird, yeah.
I wore colour for you today.
Really, Rae?
You know why I wear black? I've actually told you.
You wear black, I know, and I get it, and I
Listen,
so get it, that it's Rae wears black. Okay, let me give it to you in Rae's words. Rae wears black because being a makeup artist, and she does, like, I'm the most boring, unknown person that Rae does, put it that way. So she wants to always feel that the person she's doing is the one with a focus on, and so that she can be in the background, hiding, which Rae wants to do anyway, her personality, but just being that person who facilitates as opposed to is the focus. Yeah.
Some celebrities don't want, I mean, you're amazing, you share your secrets, but some celebrities would die if people knew they had a makeup artist in the wing. So I've got to hide in trees.
Really?
And the paparazzi come out. Yeah. I go and hide. Sometimes I try and look homeless. I'll just dress myself right down. That's what my husband says when I leave home. Homeless, yeah. But all the whole Instagram, what I'm kind of one that likes to hide.
I've microbladed about 2 years ago, about 6 or 7 here, and about 4 there.
It's well done.
And I did it with a woman called Suman in Brompton Road in London, and she was very good. She did, when she did it, she did them straight across, and I quite like to brush my eyebrows up. It's very difficult for a really good technician to brush them up, but Rae has a specific feeling on microblading, because I think so often it can go wrong, and so often I think we've seen both of us kind of slug brow, which is just somebody having no distinction in their brow hair. And I think most really good makeup artists love to see hair separation. You see very good close-up beauty shots in high-end from magazines, which Rae will have done lots of those shoots. just to see that individual hair. Feather is so beautiful on the face, whereas if you've just got a slug that's sitting on your brow, it really breaks up the sort of flow of your face.
And also, I find that the colour's never right. Like it can go really blue.
It can go blue
pink,
or purpley
salmon,
all different colours.
And I think we only see the good stuff on social media too, so always be aware of that. You're only going to see the good stuff. There's good type. I mean, I don't know, you're also done.
Well, there's two technicians, I think. Like in England, we have the Pixie twins, Sam Chapman and her sister.
Yeah.
And they go to, I think, I know they might watch this at some stage and say, no, we don't, Trinny, but I think they go to a woman in Southall or somewhere slightly outside London. But there is a woman slightly outside London who is amazing and is in this sort of funny little salon somewhere, and a lot of really people I look at and I think you've got great brows, go there. So I would be interested to find that location and try.
That's a hard thing with brows. When you find a good one, you tell your friends and you're too busy to get in.
And then I think, a lot of women going down the path of life, as Julie Hunt would say, at a certain age their brows grow less and their eyelashes grow less, so they're very aware that they want a solution, which doesn't mean every morning they spend a few minutes on their brows. So
Can I tell you anti-aging trick? Another great one I learned.
I love it, anyone.
Okay,
Yes.
when we age, we used to back in the 80s lift brows here.
Yeah.
That can age you, because I always say to women, take note of the end angle of your brow. And if this end is going on like
right down,
you're dragging your eye down. So you're trying to lift and then you drag. And also in a photo, as we get older, our temples get hollow. So you lose
and it
that.
overemphasizes it.
Yeah, and you lose that part of your brow in the photo. So you end up with spocks. But
Yeah.
when you age, and it's a great, you lift the brow here because the distance between here and here shrinks as we age.
Okay, so you want to get this up.
Yes. Lift
You
that
see, what I
baby.
do is I tend to do more up here
Yep.
and then I do here, because I would
Absolutely.
love,
Tight ponytail.
I would like Natalie Portman brows.
Yep, that's a tight ponytail.
She's obsessed, isn't
Yep.
she? It's always high or tight?
Tight.
Tight ponytail. Can I tell you something I had done, which is such an old, this is an old makeup trick, but I had this done by Einat, who was a hairdresser when I did a show in Israel. And I remember the first day I was on set, similar to Australia, right in there immediately, 5 a.m. call. And the first thing she did, literally, she looked at me and said, "You look really tired." And she made a plait from a piece of hair here, so thin, and she pulled it round here, and like for about 3 hours, I was like this. Okay, and it was amazing, but I was going, I've got such a headache, please. And I was in so much pain, I literally got some scissors and I cut it. I just went,
Have you had face tape yet?
No.
Oh my God.
I know, but that's
You
like
don't
old
need it.
Hollywood style.
No, but like it just does that. And
Do
we
people
hide
do
them
face tape
all the time?
Okay, tell us the tricks. We want the
Okay.
lowdown of
So I
sales
would
on the
say-
red carpet properly.
I'm not going to mention names,
Yeah.
but I would say 30% of any woman I've done over 50, I have taped them 2 to 3 to 4 spots. I'll tell you the spots. We take, girls. I've got my assistants here who are witnesses to this. So, but it's also like we do one set here, and you can't do it if you're having your hair back.
Yeah.
So you tape here, okay, and then there's another one here, and there's another one there. And when you
it's all your work with those talking to those plastic surgeons, isn't it? Where do you lift? It's like, you know when you say I want a facelift and you go,
Yep. So good. And the problem is,
does it hurt? Are the women on the red carpet going, hello? Is that why they talk
Lady
funny?
Gaga has them all the time. If you actually have a look, her makeup artist, you can see the lift. But the thing is, they're one things that you put on, and when you first put them on, women are aware of them, but then you don't feel them, and you never get them back off them. Because once you wear them, women start to believe that's how they really look. So they never give them back to you.
So tell me, here, like if you have that, you do one there.
So you'll notice in the Dior shows, Pat will use them up here to get that kind of look there, which I don't like. But it's cool. It's like a draggy, theatrical runway look. So it depends where you want the lift. So you can go there. I normally go here, and then there's a trick, right? So what you do is you put it there and see this hair here. I put a bit of eyelash glue. So you do it when you wear your hair out. And I put a bit of eyelash glue or a hair weft, and I glue it. So if in the wind, never exposed. I will show you secretly later pictures of the women with tape. And you know how you tell if they're wearing it? It's a really simple thing. You look at the creases in the eyes, and the creases in the eye fold that way, and way they don't naturally do it, or they've got a really tight ponytail but the hair's out. How do they do that? It's face tape. I use it all.
Do
I'll show you later.
Oh, yeah. Do we want a face tape lesson, ladies?
You don't need. I don't want to tell women they need.
Are we done, Ray?
We're done.
Oh, we're done.
Sorry,
Okay, so the final look, Ray.
If you just, the sun's just that perfect.
Okay, the final look that Ray has done is we use some wisdom on the eye, and we use some faith for emphasis, and then she used some sun in the corners. We used Amelia just a touch, and we used Trintron for her to give me that kind of lift. We used contour in Kate.
And face finish.
And we used blusher in what? What blusher did you use?
Did we use
Schmuggy?
Schmuggy. We use Schmuggy blusher, yeah. Which I don't use often, but actually it's a really pretty colour, yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And being neutral in my skin, hair and eye, I am light medium skin, which is rosy olive is what I click on, blue eyes and a tawny brunette hair. And it means that I kind of have a neutrally skin, which means I probably can wear the most colours. You either sit cool, warm, or neutral. Neutral can kind of take from a lot more. So neutral's refined palette might be a bit bigger than an extreme warm person's refined palette, or an extreme cool. Starlight's going on my starlight's going on my shoulders. Hey,
Whatever you shine here with,
yeah.
reflect the body the same. So if whatever you put there,
Yeah.
put collarbone and shoulder. Don't have shit there. That's how you do it.
God, I love all these tricks.
Turn
I
your light,
love it
yeah.
that we always
Flip
learn
the
things
same.
from you, Ray.
No point
Can we
having
just
a-
bottle up Ray and bring her back to England?
People say you should write a book. Oh, that's right, I did.
Oh, that's right. You did how many? 3?
6.
6. Jesus. It's like people say to me, how many books have you written? 5. And I went, 11.
Technically, it's 3. No, 4. Because
Yeah.
2 of them they wrote. But the
Yeah.
last one's everything I've learned since.
Yeah. Excellent. And the last book is
Rae Morris Masterclass.
Ray Morris.
See Rae Morris makeup. See, ladies, you can see the shine in the light, but don't see it when you turn away.
Just when you...
Sorry,
So
I can
pretty.
keep going. I better stop. I gotta stop. Sorry.
All right.
Thank you for
So
having
thank
me.
you for watching, and Ray, thank you as always for a gorgeous masterclass.
Thank you so much. Love this woman. Love this
Love her
one.
more.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.